Okay, so today we're continuing where we left off. We're gonna get the drop ear elbow put in. I think we'll get the PEX run to this guy. We'll get all of our rough-in boxes done. Got brass screws, because I don't want to think about reactivity. Hey, what do you know? Brass doesn't stick to a magnet.
It's almost like it's not ferromagnet.
I'm so shocked. Can you believe it?
Heck and shook.
It'll be one of those days.
Yeah.
Okay, so it won't be perfectly centered. It'll be off by half an inch.
We're not quite that anal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I don't look level.
Does it have to be?
Perfectly level? No.
Close enough? Eh.
What the hell? Oh. As soon as they hit the blocking screw, it snapped. It's almost stripped out. You can see how unlevel that was.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Unbelievable.
It's gonna be one of those days.
I didn't draw the line far enough. So I have to baby the brass screws in. Brass is, let's say, half the strength of your typical carbon steel. So any feeling you've got for driving a screw normally, you've got to be much more gentle. It's the last time we could drive that screw.
Yep. Don't fuck it up. Beauty.
Alright, so the next step is PEX is going to come approximately right here. And then come about right here.
Okay.
Comes here and then.
That is the official sound of running PEX.
Yeah, I think we'll do it. Just gotta make sure we're in between all the screws.
Probably advisable.
And then if this is 3.5, we need 1 3/8. What kind of math is that? Okay.
String theory.
1 6/8. Idiot. So I gotta think about this route for a second because the PEX needs to come through here. And it needs to have time to come down. Comes through here. Needs enough to do this. And then come this way. Whew. I'm gonna need to get a piece of PEX. Or at least some 90 elbows. I'll be right back. These are Uponor branded bends. We're using Uponor branded PEX. So these are the minimum bend radius that we can get out of the PEX. We know we're gonna need one to do like this. From here on, the slope has to be down to the mixing valve. So the minimum for this run needs to be somewhere in here. So if it comes from here, slope up to about right here.
Okay.
So we'll step it right here, which should give it enough room to come in, make its bend, and then do this. You following what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's going to come in here, closer to the drywall, which was going to require the PEX to come like this.
Okay.
And then it's going to need to tuck up against the drywall again. And then exit here. Exit here.
Yeah. Then slip down here and then finally to this.
Yeah. It's a little tighter than I would like. Wow. Okay, go grab the PEX and make sure it'll fit through that. Ooh.
Squeaker?
What's that?
Squeaker?
Ah, that's pretty tight. That's as big as the step it gets.
So we need a bigger step bit?
There we go. That's gonna be a tight bend.
I love how rather than cutting off a short piece to test the width of
Because
the
I still
book.
got the tools downstairs, I'm hauling them up piece by piece. Now these can cut through nails, but I want to avoid hitting the steel as much as I can with these. That's why we have the handle. To be clear, this is ridiculously stupid. Fortunately, this is a brand new Milwaukee drill that has really good and robust anti-buck protection and is stopping within a fraction of a second of detecting the bind. But to be clear, I'm abusing the safety mechanism on this drill. There is no way that I would be able to react fast enough to catch that. If you slow this down, the drill rotates that 90 degrees in the span of 2 to 3 frames, and this is at 30 frames a second.
Jesus.
Yeah. This is why, whenever you use an auger, always have the handle. Even though these things have got anti-buck, they'll still get you. All the handle's doing here is slowing down the rotation of the drill just a little bit so it doesn't snap my wrist. We can get a better appreciation for this by breaking it down frame by frame. The frame rate for this video is approximately 30 frames per second, which means each frame is about 33 milliseconds long. For reference, a human eye blink is about 100 milliseconds long, and average reaction time is about 200 to 300 milliseconds. Alright, this is the first frame, the frame that I pressed the button. Frame 2, the drill has started to buck. Frame 3, still bucking. Frame 4, still rotating. Frame 5, the drill's anti-kickback has engaged and rotation has stopped. Note my finger is still pushing the trigger, which means I haven't reacted yet. Frame 6, the drill starts to rotate in the opposite direction per the anti-bucking mechanism. My finger is still pushing the trigger. Frame 7, my finger starts to release, but my other hand is still flying backwards towards me. Frame 8, my hand completes its backwards motion. And finally, frame 9, have I fully reacted.
You kissed the drywall, but you didn't quite pierce it.
That fits just fine. Let me go get the PEX tools and put in our first piece of PEX.
We be PEXing?
We'll be PEXing. That should be plenty. Alright, let's get our necessary bushings in place. We'll screw these down later once the PEX is through. Bruh.
What? I did not do.
Again, this is the minimum bend radius. That's a little squeakerish. Ah. Didn't even occur to me.
You should probably come in the other direction.
That's not gonna work. I'm not even sure what I was smoking there. So used to electrical.
What about threading it through this direction first? It comes up.
Yeah, at the very least. Realistically, no. What's gonna need to happen is I'm gonna need to come up at a 45. It's always something with us, isn't it?
If things went right, I don't know what we'd do with the rest of our day.
A little bit more. Actually, I'm gonna go up this time.
Heh, that was plumbing, but is carpentry.
Carpentry with stepper bits.
So close.
That'll do.
I'll do, pig.
Yeah. Now, the question is, can I get it to make this bend?
I think so.
I've seen dumber shit.
Just in this house.
Yeah.
Just in this bathroom.
Speaking of dumber shit,
Yes.
I gotta make this run somehow. Crazy. I'm sure there's people screaming right now. Dude, just use an elbow. To which I say, no, I don't wanna.
You don't wanna?
Alright, so we got a little bend right here, a little kink.
That's not good.
Now, fortunately, this is PEX A, so you can fix that. Just gotta heat it up. I know what people are screaming, and I might just do it. It might be better for string relief to just go with 190.
Right out of that stud.
Out of this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How pissed off are you gonna have to get before you give in?
Well, that's what the nagging voice in my head is telling me to do. Can it do this? Yes.
Should it do it?
Probably not. Alright, so the great thing about PEX A, one of the many great things is I could go get my heat gun and I could re-expand that and it would be just fine. It's actually two areas that kicked a little bit. Half-inch tool. And this, folks, is the single biggest reason to use PEX A, is it is impossible to get these on until it's ready, or until it's been properly expanded. I mean, maybe if you were a f***ing idiot, you might be able to push this on, but
Very strong.
yeah, a very strong f***ing idiot. for this bend. Put a clamp right there. Dumbass. Okay, since we don't have to make as tight a bend, we're probably better coming down here. You know?
Yeah.
So let's do that. This is the kind of shit that a pro plumber would be like, dude. You knew what the hell you were doing.
Did we? Did we?
If. Drill down at a little bit of an angle. That's a little more graceful. I think that's better. Yeah, that'll fit.
Nice.
Yeah.
No kinks?
No kinks. It's just little nicks. I don't even know where they came from. One might argue we should put a bend support on that.
Are we low on bend supports?
I don't like how... no.
Then why wouldn't we?
I don't like how nicked this is.
You want to cut a new piece of PEX?
Getting this fitting off is going to be a bitch.
I think the big question is, are those nicks severe enough to warrant replacing?
I don't think so. Well, I'm probably right, and those nicks wouldn't be a big deal. This is a really good insight to my personality and how I approach these types of things and how inefficient I can be when I'm starting to second guess myself. So what inevitably happens, we're going to finish getting all the fittings on there, and then I'm going to immediately be like, nope, you know what? We're putting this time in. Let's go ahead and do this right. And we end up cutting off all this hardware and redoing it. Oh no! Still holds it. Wow. Oh, I know why I kept popping out. Because the bushing flange was riding up the screw threads, and then instead of pushing the screw.
Is now screw ejector?
Yeah. Wait. I guess you could say this is the one downside of steel studs. The starting screws.
Careful. You bent the stud out.
Oh.
You bent the flange.
Okay. So what we decided off camera is I'm not happy with this yet. And this is cheap and easy to redo. So we're going to redo this using a bend support here. And we're going to put a bend support in here to come up. Because, and the thing that's bothering me is that amount of tension on the wall. PEX is plastic. The warm water will eventually cause it to kind of bend. It'll take some of that out. But I'm worried about a water hammer situation, like when you start and stop the water.
You just start banging on the wall?
Start banging on the wall. And really, there's no reason to do this, because if we just use another 90 in here, then it'll just be going straight up. And there won't be any of that in there. So basically this whole thing's going to get redone. I think we can leave the line that's coming out of the drop your elbow. This is good to get the mistakes out of the way now.
Before there's drywall up.
Yeah, I mean, not that it wouldn't have worked. It's just...
It can be better.
Yeah, better in a reasonable way. Not like knock the whole house down and do it right. Better, but just less shit. Oh no, water didn't come gushing out.
Oh my! One of them waterless pipes.
I do not have a tool to do this, so we're gonna have to get this off the old-fashioned way. Which, you can't see it from that side, but basically we have to cut the fitting off. Or the expansion ring.
Trying to get a good angle.
And even then, the PEX is still on there really well. What?
He's bringing PEX A back.
You know...
You're welcome.
The only way that's gonna happen is I gouge out more material. Borderline excessive anal.
Yeah, that's something that'll get flagged on YouTube.
So if I put something that's 1.5 inches thick in there, we'll actually be able to screw this down.
Nice. Do we need to set up the vacuum?
If we don't, we're gonna wish we did. Oh, Argon's in here.
Oh, shit.
Hi, sweetie. Oh, pissy cat.
Oh, she busy?
Let go, pissy.
Oh, let's see the pissy kitty. Like a pissy cat. Oh, she big mad.
Oh,
I heard that.
So,
So,
not an exact measurement.
close enough?
No. Definitely not close enough. Yeah. 1 inch would have been better. Not really sure where I pulled that number out of my ass. Yeah, that'll work. Cut the vacuum.
I'm buried pusher of buttons.
Pusher of buttons, alright.
Oh, he got something to say?
So the idea behind that is now we have a little shim back here that this will screw into. So the PEX will come in here. This will screw in there.
And no pressure on the wall.
No pressure on the wall.
Super pexy. Man, YouTube, if they have an AI checking the transcription of this video, they're gonna flag it for so many things. How many times have we used the word anal?
Not enough. Hell of an angle on it. We just spent half an hour talking about being anal. Alright, that's a bad idea to do what I just did there. That's accomplishing nothing. Damn it.
And this is why we put a little extra in there.
Come on, cut it straight. There we go. Bro.
So close.
What is it stuck on? We just tested this multiple times.
The flange is on the wrong side of the 2x4.
Yeah. The thing is we kind of need it to be.
Thread it through the other side?
You know what? This is not worth fighting it over. Okay, so obviously the auger is not making the best router. Maybe what I need is my router. But I gotta be careful because the bits are not meant for this metal.
And you just cannot get it through?
Not without... Why put all that pressure on it, you know? Why bend the shit out of it?
And you couldn't thread it through the other way?
No, because I can't get the end through.
You can't slide it up just a little bit?
Oh, it's so close. Bro, what is baffling to me is how hard it is to cut this stupid fucking hole. Well, that fully protects the PEX. Yeah, so you'd be able to put a screw right through it. If you go to put board on.
Yeah.
Actually. Depends on how, if you overdrive it. So.
Can't put a nail plate on the inside, can you?
You still got your hand protection in.
Yeah. Let's take it out.
She's screaming at me.
Am I yelling? So hear me out. We take a shim. We hammer that in. And then we screw it on the inside.
Attach the shim.
Yeah.
That might work. Basically, we just have this fucking nail plate right across.
Ah. So it's a nail bridge?
There's actually nothing. I don't see why we can't do that.
Okay. So just cut off enough to drive that into and screw into from the other side?
Basically. I'm sure that'll give the inspector a good laugh.
Oh, we're getting creative now.
He's gonna be like, "You serious, dude?" So
I'll be like, well, I guess.
It's dumb as shit, but
Is it? I mean, it's not the ideal solution by any means. Time for some good old-fashioned redneck engineering.
yeah, no, that works. How far apart? About an inch. Oh, that's millimeters.
I mean, I won't complain if you use SI.
Yeah.
We protect, we attach, but most importantly, we make from scratch.
Really silly.
Yeah.
Dude, the inspector's gonna fucking take a picture of this. He's gonna love this. He's gonna just I'd be like, dude.
He's probably got a section of his office where he hangs his redneck engineering of the month photos.
But usually it's bad engineering, right?
This meets the intent. It's just unconventional.
It's very unconventional.
But it works.
But that's a nail plate. Oh, this is gonna suck because we're coming from wood into steel and then back into wood.
Are you driving it through the nail plate or just drive it through the wood?
No. I'm driving it through the wood, but it's got to go through the stud on the other side.
Yeah. But then that's steel to wood. Yeah.
So, what's going to happen is this is going to go into the steel,
Yes.
or into the wood, and then it's going to hit the steel. And it's going to continue to push the wood away while it tries to get through the steel.
Whoopsie.
So fucking ghetto, I love it.
Don't you? That's why you have a berry. To call upon those redneck genes. To have the spirit of my ancestors whisper questionable ideas in my mind.
Yeah. Let's see how bad of an idea this is.
Well, it bit. In the ghetto.
Yeah, this is definitely in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
Whoa!
There was a screw there, but it made a run for it.
Actually, did we just drive it through our PEX?
Oh, Jesus.
We didn't drive it through our PEX, but I put it too low.
Good luck getting that son of a bitch out.
Is it in the hole?
So where the f did it go?
Oh, I can feel it. I can feel the end poking out. That was really stupid. So I'm going to leave that in there for a second. Come on. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, you put that screw right through the f***ing hole.
Yeah, it's in that steel. Does it matter? No.
But
Is it dumb as shit? Yes. Am I making a mountain out of a molehill? Probably. That screw is a good ½ inch away from the PEX.
oh, jeez, yeah, it'll be fine.
And the PEX is in the bushing right there.
Okay, so I'd have to get through the bushing.
It's in the bend, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we're moving on with our life.
Something to reinforce that.
Because it looks better anyways. There we go. That should be good.
Yeah. It's already not touching the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So, mission accomplished.
We're going to put another 90 on that. So it'd be about right there. A little piece of blocking to hold it in place.
Do we need to?
It's probably better if we do. Because that way it's not bending here on the fitting.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, shit. Here we go.
It's alright.
Here we go.
Spend the time, do it right.
Yep. Oh, you got the rest of the PEX.
Yeah. I would never reuse PEX like that. This should almost be a pocket screw.
Did it come out the other side?
And then I overdrove it.
You're gonna bend the screw.
If I bend this screw doing this, I'd be impressed.
Think it'll stay? All that to hold a little PEX bracket.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
Question, huh? So, obviously red and blue is meant to be for hot and cold.
Yep.
Is there a convention for the clear?
All three of them are clear. So, Upador used to produce, and I think they still might, solid red and solid blue. They got sued because the solid reds were failing. It was something in the pigment.
Ooh.
Ended up being a big class action. So I think, and what we have is now the letters are blue on the blue ones and red on the red ones.
So it's all clear. It's the lettering that signifies.
Yeah.
Okay. But clear is just what, like a catch-all, or the black lettering?
Yeah. So black is just basically means mixed or.
Okay, so that's why we're using it for the run from the mixing valve to the shower head.
Yeah, because depending on who turns the shower on, it could be blue, could be red.
Oh, I say I resemble that remark,
Oh yeah.
says the guy with 100% cold resist.
Huh. I did it correctly. It's funny how when you use the tool right, it works right.
Huh, weird.
When you don't use the tool right, you get suboptimal results.
Sounds like a manufacturing defect.
Basically. Alright. That's going to be much gentler. Less stupid. Yeah? Much better, because now this is providing the tension. And we have all this extra blocking that we don't need. 1 1/4 inch screw, yeah. You know what's crazy?
What?
There's another bend support. I mean, we'd have hated our life.
We already played this game.
I know, I'm just looking at it, it's funny.
Put a 90 on there and call it a day.
Alright.
You quit second guessing yourself.
God damn it.
We've already done that shit. And now we've repexed in a superior fashion.
Yes, we have repexed. A little bit more. Well, look at that. It's not touching the wall.
Oh, snap, son.
It better not snap.
That actually looks really good, huh?
And it's got a nail plate.
Yes, it do. Properly protected. By hook or by crook.
It's expect he's gonna chuckle at that.
Yeah, but he'll appreciate that we took the time to figure out a solution.
Yeah, now we're not putting torque on the shower missing valve. And we're not putting torque on this. Those are good things.
Yes.
Alright, so the next week, I guess this weekend, is we're going to be running right here. We'll be running our hot and our cold down. I think we're going to go right through the studs, or the bottom plate, the channel, through the subfloor, and it'll be there. And then that line, those two lines will come over here. They will tee here. The line will continue. We'll tee here. The line will continue. Have to make a bend because now we're gonna have to get into this stud or joist bay. Because the joist bay we need to be in is this one. So they'll have to go through two joists. And in fact, now that I'm thinking about it, they should do that right here. Right, because we've already got the subfloor pulled up right here.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
And the only one that's going to be a pain in the ass is this guy. Which, if I'm thinking about it, we're probably going to have to get down there anyways. Or cut that open. Because we'll have to feed the PEX up into the joist bay, which is going to require us to reach our hands there because somebody's going to feed it from the pantry and then somebody's going to be right here.
Okay. Oh, we are at 10% battery.
Alright, cut.
Cut!
On that note, thank you all for watching. Catch you on the next one.